Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about how the reconstruction is going on in the area of Western North Carolina. I'm going to talk to you about how they fix the roads and how they prevent or at least try to stop the erosion and the effects of the mudslide. In many cases, it is just a fix. It's not a preventative method, especially if it's at a catastrophic event like it was this last September. So first I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we want to do for the roadside. We want to put up a fence, but a way to divert the waters. And that's challenging because it will go naturally right down to our gate. I don't really know what we can do at this stage, what we can do to help prevent that. And putting one of those guardrails down is nothing. So I don't really know. If anybody's got any ideas, it's all welcome. But anyway, just thank you for watching, and I'll just show you what they've been doing with the roads. We're going to have to put a new fence along here. And what we want to do is find out where the fence line is to start with, and then use a tube of some kind, whether we use a tube that they use for cement pillars, and you can see where this fence is, a tube for the cement pillars, or PVC and fill it with cement, dig it down in to try and prevent people from whacking the house. That's the first part. And it will go all the way down there. Also here, I have a gate. I don't know if you looked at the previous video of the gate that I put way down there at the bridge. But I'm going to use that gate. It's 10 feet wide. I might add a foot on either side, so it's a 12-foot span. Since water will be able to flow underneath the bridge, we thought about using a guardrail. They lay upwards and the water runs through it, but it may not be enough. And these are expensive too, so we're looking for a different way to drain the water that would be in front of the gate. Any ideas? Please let us know in the comments. This is 12 foot from there to there. And I want to do columns with stone on them, and then to the side over here I want to put a walk-in door so people can just park up here in this area on the road. But preventing water, I don't know if there's any way to do it except to put up a barrier. We've got a lot of cinder blocks. We might be able to put those along one high, and you know, if it's catastrophic, it's never gonna work. But if it is not catastrophic, but it does go over the road, which would happen up where are we? In the center of the screen is where the creek or gully or whatever the heck this thing is, and it comes across the road right about where that pile of logs are. That's pretty wide, so close to that, and it comes down this way. It naturally flows down this way toward me, toward the camera, and then it just slopes downward, which is a miracle that the shed is still standing. Most of the water went over the road back there and down into our property back here. I've been discussing this flood and inundation of stone, mud, and trees. These trees, this is all remnant. This is only like 1/10 of what we've taken out. They took some away already. So they're giving away free pallets, so we got them. We're going to put them on the woodshed, and we're going to put them on the fence. So we're ratcheting these down so they don't go anywhere. It's a big job doing this, but we're up for it. Recently, I published a video that shows what we did to help prevent, we hope, erosion and the downfall of the side of the river, which was completely cut into 3 feet deep in many places. And we put 80-pound cement bags. I got a video on that. I'll try to put a link right here so you can check it out. I just want to give you an update on the repair of this road. I showed you the construction and the amount of stone, probably 100 or so big truckloads of stone. You can see the stone that they put down there. To give you an idea, and it is really, really bumpy. They left it in even, I think, probably to slow people from going fast, which is a good idea. And I think they have a lot of more stone to pile in here on the right side. The left side, I think they're just leaving this here to settle. This little creek was torrential 3 months ago. They have started to put some stone here, and they'll have to build it up quite a bit because there's zero shoulder right now. So I'm not sure how much stone they'll put down there because they still have to allow this stream to flow. It's tiny right now. Look how uneven this is. This forces you to go slow, which is probably a good idea. This is the right side. And there's the culvert down there, right there. So it goes underneath this road. And like I said, that was pretty washed out before. They'll probably fill all of this in, I'm thinking. Not sure how they'll do it, but I'll show you that later. Old logging road back there. I'm not sure what that's being used for. And a bunch of the guardrails are sitting over there. They came off of the road. And walk to the other side. You can see how uneven this is. The road. There's the other side. And they put these big boulders here to prevent people from falling down, which is a good idea. I think they might be waiting here for this to settle. But like I said, it was all the way from that where that orange post is. It was even further that way to the right, gone. And they have put tons and tons and tons of stone here to build this. And you can see some of these boulders are huge. Those down there. It's hard to show you the scale, but the size of a small car. Pretty big. Looks like some have just gone down the river or down the slope too. But they're just trying to build this up. And this tiny little stream down here, you can see it flowing right there. It's tiny. It's like a trickle. To see it, but right there, right in the middle of the screen, there's the culvert that came across from the other side of the road. Came across from the culvert on the other side of the road. So they will have to either add an extension to that so it comes out 10 feet or so it drains out here somewhere, because they can't put stone here, but they need to do something with this area, because this is going to need to be, you can see it better there, this is going to need to be filled in too. I mean, look how, that's probably down here, is probably from here to here is probably 15 feet. And here, it's only about 2 feet from the road. They'll have to do something. Not sure what they're going to do though. But I don't know, leaving this like this doesn't sound like a good plan. I'll keep you posted on this. I'll update you, give you an idea what's going on. This is just one area of hundreds that have been decimated in the mountains of North Carolina. In addition to massive amounts of road work that needs to be done, there are still hundreds of thousands of trees that have fallen down and need to be removed. That's a widowmaker right there. Anyway, there's thousands of trees like this, most of them in remote areas. This is a prime example of what happened at a friend of mine's property, and one of these trees, the limbs of the tree fell on his house and damaged it a little bit. He really got away pretty fortunate, so But it just gives you an idea of the destruction that occurred. And this is, I believe, tornado damage. A lot of people don't realize with hurricanes comes tornadoes, because they just snap the trees right off in a twisting motion.